All right, we got more to do. We got more. We really do. So much to do, so little time. All right. There we go. There we go. Now, what do you have? Jasmine Crockett. I don't care how many black MAGA out there. They're with their hat. I want you to hear this. These people are scared. Why? Because they are losing.
And so I want people to see him and understand who he is. This is a person that has a problem with people of color. Period. I don't care how many black MAGA out there with their hats. I want to be clear when we look at who it is that he's kicking out of this country is people of color. When we look at who he always disrespects and says that they are low IQ, even though when you look at his cabinet, this has to be the most incompetent cabinet we have ever had in the history of this country. When we're talking about people that literally have the ability to drop bombs or order that bombs be dropped or make recommendations that bombs be dropped, and they literally don't know how to get the signal chat right. So we're talking about low IQ individuals, but so long as they say that this guy is their guy, and usually if they work for a certain news network, that's the only qualification that's necessary. I've got news for the president. I am not going anywhere. No matter how many squiggly lines they draw in the state of Texas, I will be back and I will be on his behind and making sure the real accountability that the American people are demanding, whether they're Democrats, Republicans, or independents, that it is had when the Democrats take control of this House in the midterms.
Congressman.
Jasmine, I would worry about your own people talking to the press. I would worry about your own people talking to the press. Trump critic, Rep. Jasmine Crockett is a no-show boss from hell who terrorizes staffers, aides say, all to even know wow. Oh, so Miss Jasmine Crockett, Rep. Jasmine Crockett has positioned herself as the unfiltered critic of President Trump, earning her regular TV appearances and an enthusiastic online following by congressional aides tell the Post that the Dallas Democrat is just as rude and mean to her himself. The liberal loudmouth 44 has marketed to fame since taking office in January 2023 as a feisty antagonist of a Republican president and his allies. But three sources who have worked with or for Crockett say she's rarely present when TV cameras aren't rolling and terrorizes staff when she does appear. Huh. Wonder why. Wonder what the heck is going on. All right. All right, let's continue. She probably took lessons from her. Let's continue. AOC slammed for seeking fame, ignoring local problems. Why am I showing this? Why am I showing, even with the Democrats? Because I'm showing this because it is about fame, power, and money for all of them. Some residents in the congressional district of Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat in New York, have harshly criticized the progressive Democrat for ignoring quality of life issues in the areas she represents while chasing national attention. The New York Post reported on Wednesday. Rosa Sanchez, head of the Restore Roosevelt Avenue Coalition, said that we need our congresswomen's help to stop crime, drugs, gangs, sex trafficking. I would love for her to address these issues. She's not going to because she doesn't care. The shop owner and residents along the corridor in Queens, nicknamed the Market of Sweethearts, say that AOC ignores problems in her district. Instead of sending a newsletter reminding locals they could list X as their gender on passport. Oh, for crying out loud. And they wonder why they're losing. They wonder why Donald Trump won. Let's start. We got more. And guys, this stuff will be clipped. I will say that right now. And yes, do what Neurodivergent said. Hit that repost button. Help me out a little bit. Because them reposts do actually help. I've actually seen people come in here because of it. All right. Republican Senator launches gubernatorial campaign in deep red state. I'm ready to deliver. Tennessee is the greatest place in the world. Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee has officially launched her campaign to run for governor of the volunteer state. Blackburn announced her campaign Wednesday morning to replace outgoing Republican Governor Bill Lee, whose term will end at the end of 2026. The senator is expected to face off against Republican Rep. John Rose of Tennessee, who announced his candidacy in March. Trump is back, America is blessed, and Tennessee better than ever. All right, let's continue. We go from one good Republican to one bad. Rhino backlash. Senator Lisa Murkowski hits record low approval in Alaska poll. Good. Senator Lisa Murkowski, Republican Alaska, has suffered a catastrophic collapse in overall favorability as more voters turn against her, against so-called rhinos, according to a new poll conducted by Alaska Survey Research. Murkowski now finds herself underwater with self-identified conservative respondents by 64 percentage points. The senator, who is often in the firing line of President Donald Trump's base for siding with Senate Democrats on numerous occasions, should not be surprised by the poll. While Murkowski didn't cast a decisive vote in favor of Trump-backed Big Beautiful Bill, she also joined Senate Democrats in voting against a key judicial nominee last week. Let's continue. We got more. There's a lot of things to talk about today. Trump, Schumer extorting $2 billion for confirmations. President Donald Trump early Wednesday accused Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of extortion to the tune of $2 billion in exchange for Democrats to approve hundreds of Trump administration appointments. B money? Hey, that's one thing I will always do. I'm going to call out the Republicans as fast as I call out Democrats. That's one thing you can be assured of. I am going to be Actually, I'm going to be harder on Republicans. They're supposed to have the same values as us, as conservatives. I will always throw them under the bus. And B Money, I appreciate you doing your show, even though I haven't said anything in chat in a few days. Keep up the good work, young man. Politically embattled Senator crying Chuck Schumer wants the Republicans to pay as extortion $2 billion in order for the radical left Democrats to approve the hundreds of Trump appointments who have been waiting for months and are raring to go. He posted on Truth Social page. This has never happened before, he added. There has never in U.S. history been such a delay. They are extortionists. Republicans must create legislation in order to get out of the grasp of these country-hating thugs more quickly. MAGA.